What is going on, you guys? My name is Rayge, and we are back today with a Marvel Strike Force new character update. As you guys can see, Mr. Negative has finally arrived in the game, and with this opportunity, we want to take advantage of his promotion, being in the Red Star Orbs. We're going to be taking a look and deep diving his kit, seeing which abilities are actually worth upgrading preemptively right now as part of this new Underworld Alliance War offense team. But as well, you're going to see that his specialty is really being able to flip enemy positive effects, spreading those negative effects, and then clearing as well those ally effects almost via his summon. So it's really cool to see. It's a little different from what we've typically seen from other characters. And as well, what's going to be notable about this war offense team is that he's granting them additional HP focus and applying trauma, which is a very notable negative condition via his special, and as well as clearing charges with his ultimate ability. So really cool stuff to see. What is going to be unique as well, guys, is that he's going to be the first character we've seen that's actually going to be recruited via special offers and on the web store. So you have to make sure your account is all linked up and everything. You can see they give us a warning here with the Scopely account, making sure that the option gear is activated and making sure that it's signed in with Scopely, right? So just keep that in mind, guys. With every of these new characters, we want to take advantage of this increase in drop rate for the 15%. We're going to deep dive his kit and as well see preemptively what the Iso-8 is going to be likely for him overall. So that's it, guys. Let's get this party started. So how I like to start things off before I even open anything is just to make sure, first of all, we see his icon here, which is a great start, but then you always want to double check that the additional bonus is in play. Sometimes I know if you start opening orbs and maybe that doesn't have that promotional effect, it may not be in here. And for me personally, seeing that extra 15% gives you that confidence that you can go ahead and start opening some Red Star Orbs. So we can see Mr. Negative, 15%, good to go. So I think typically with this team, especially with them not being built up for myself, I think getting a 2 or 3 red will be good enough for me, guys. So I'm going to go ahead, open a couple here. I know we've been saving quite a few red stars as well, which is good. But yeah, every time that there's a new character coming into the game with that additional bonus promotion, we want to fully take advantage of that for sure. So let's see here. So far, no luck. But we do have quite a few of these guys built up, so we'll keep going. Oh, perfect. So, you know what? A 3 is kind of what I wanted, to be honest. We'll open up one more, but yeah, I didn't want to be too aggressive. We don't really technically need this team, and to be quite honest, I, had my fill definitely already with the Apocalypse teams that are already going to be needed, right? So I'm okay with the 3 red, guys. That's a pretty decent start. It's always pretty easy to upgrade from 3 to 4 anyways later on when you want to use the Elite Promotions credits. So there you have it, Mr. Negative. So starting things off here with basic ability, Negative Strike. Attacking primary target for 100% damage. As this ability gets increased up, you can see his damage potency does go up as well for a per summoned ally. So that's going to be working in conjunction with the rest of his fellow allies. You can see level 4 here, he's actually going to be flipping positive effects to negative on the primary target. This is a single attack damage only, so keep that in mind. And then with the T4 here, he gets a notable bump in damage and 10% damage per summon ally. So for the time being, level 6 is a good bang for buck. Not sure if you really want to upgrade this all the way, especially given the limitation and how these T4 materials are quite scarce in the game, right? So level 6 is where I would stop for now in terms of value for his basic. Next up, we have Demonic Assistance. Special ability here, attacking primary target for 80% damage, applying defense down, and as well, kind of similar to how Loki has that mind control ability. You can see he's going to be mind controlling a primary target, attacking the lowest speed non-summon enemy at least one time, and then that a controlled character actually gains 15% additional for that attack, right? And what's going to be a little different is that he's also spreading a random negative effect from the primary target. So that's going to be notable in terms of what you want to actually apply. So I mean, obviously it's going to be random, so keep that in mind. But if there is only one negative effect, it's pretty obvious what's going to spread. So that's good to know. Leveling this ability up, the number of attacks does increase. So you can see level 2 is 2 times. We have ability block at level 3. And then as well, we have 2 random negative effects at level 4. Damage does go up. And level 6, war offense, trauma is actually going to get applied. So ensuring those negative additions, cannot be taken away. That's really, really notable, guys. And what's different with this now is T4ing, you're able to spread all negative effects from the primary target. So I think for this one, it does really make sense. It applies outside of the war setting as well for that reason. It really, honestly, great, excellent value to actually get the T4 on this, so that way those negatives do spread and very detrimental to another enemy, especially when you're getting it spread from another primary target there. So for sure, I would recommend that T4. Ultimate ability is Wave of Negativity. On War offense specifically, he's going to be clearing revive once from a primary target. Outside of that, attacking all enemies for X% damage, as well as the chance to flip positive effects to negative. This attack also cannot be blocked or dodged. Leveling this ability up, the damage does go up, and we're going to get that increase in chance here to flip additional effects. So level 4 is going to be different here in terms of the value, because you're going to be guaranteeing that chance of flipping at least 2 positives, 3 positives on level 5. And then lastly, what's notable about the T4 here from level 7 is you're being able to flip all positive effects. And for that reason, highly recommend. He's going to be doing a lot of damage, and it's nice with this ability because it does actually attack all enemies. So that's good to know for his abilities in terms of what we can rank his Iso-8 potential, right? But for sure, this ability is going to be very powerful. I highly recommend actually T4ing it, just because you're going to get really good value. And more specifically in War, he's going to be clearing that revive. So that can be extremely deadly against a team that does have revive, like, you know, Infinity Watch, Eternals can revive. Yeah, so it's just effective overall, honestly. And then last but not least, guys, Inner Demons is his passive ability. So on spawn, he's going to be summoning an Inner Demon Cyclops. That's going to be notable in working with the synergy. On his turn, he's also going to be summoning an Inner Demon Dragon, Demon, Cyclops, or another demon. So I mean, all 3 of them are going to be having that chance there, so guaranteeing it. But this is the order that it's going to occur, as you can see, with the first one being Dragon, Demon, and then Cyclops. War offense, on the death of a summoned ally, he's going to be clearing random negative effects from the most injured. So that's really notable as well, being able to help out kind of our allies there, gaining additional focus. And then lastly, the rest of the Underworld gaining additional focus too. Once we level this ability up, you can see defense up for 5 turns, guys. That is extremely powerful, and you can see that's outside actually of a war setting. So he's also going to be granting and clearing 2 negative effects from the 2 most injured, and it has to be Underworld allies, which is beautiful. And then next up, what's notable with the passive here is clearing 3 negative effects from all non-summoned Underworld allies, as well as gaining additional HP, and as well as the Underworld allies gaining a significant amount portion of health. So this T4 really does make sense to kind of benefit the rest of the team, but if you're building him solo right now, you can hold off on it until the rest of the crew is actually built up. So definitely a special and ultimate are going to be worth prioritizing, but for sure this passive, if you're planning to bring him up, it really does make sense in terms of a value standpoint, because it's going to benefit pretty much the rest of the team. And what you can also get here, guys, is you click on the summon, and you can see these different summons that he has, right? So really cool, guys. So this is the Inner Demon Cyclops. Cyclops has the Cyclops Strike here, and I just wanted to see if there's anything unique about these abilities, but gaining additional damage, and it's nice that they're kind of broken out, and you can see they all have different masks too, right? Inner Cyclops does have a passive as well, so on his death, he's going to be reducing speed bar of enemies, gaining offense up as well for spawn. And we see the Cyclops here, we see the Demon, so that's really cool that we actually get all these different abilities here already ready to go. And then we'll also get the Dragon here, right? So it kind of changes all the masks there, but that's really cool that we do get that chance here to actually assess their kit. So yeah, looks like Dragon is going to be granting speed up. Cyclops is actually going to be granting offense up, and then Demon is going to be granting defense up. So they all have their own little trait that they're going to play, but very cool, guys, and they're all part of that Underworld team. So nice to kind of see that balance and overall how that's going to actually synergize and be coherent with each other. That said, guys, you know, he's going to be dealing a lot of damage. I think, honestly, just reading his basic again one more time, being able to apply more damage. Yeah, honestly, like, I think a Striker or a Raider actually does make sense on him, just to maximize his damage potency. It's not really clear with him because you're going to want to see what the rest of the team goes with, but I think just to maximize that damage output, Striker will give them the opportunity to actually utilize his basic attacks more, being able to flip the positives to negatives. A Raider will actually allow him to be able to kind of add more potency and damage if he is going to take advantage of the vulnerability. So I don't think you can go wrong with both, but both of them are pretty good choices in terms of how you want to maximize his damage output. And again, end of the day, I would also see how the rest of the team is going to be for the Underworld, so you can take advantage of the vulnerabilities if needed, right? So there you guys have it. That's my preemptive summary right now in terms of what we can expect from Mr. Negative, but it's gonna look cool just having a skin in the game. And, you know, looks really BA, so definitely looking forward to testing him out for sure. So there you guys have it. Thank you as always. Good luck in your guys' red start Orbs as well. Hopefully you guys are able to get it better than 3 red, but like I said, I don't think they're gonna be a meta, but they are gonna provide some value in war if you're looking forward to bringing in another team for offense. So thank you as always, and I'll see you guys in the next one.